abajo tu cabeza, bájate entonces tu cabeza.
What's a cluster? What's a cluster?
We are currently floating over the largest single aquarium tank in all of Australia. Down cruising underneath us there is our
Wow.
short-nosed ray. His name is Doug.
Dog.
Yeah. Not many people get it. I'm actually really happy when people get it.
Hey, you can clip on filming.
There's about 3 million litres of seawater underneath us at the moment. And the last count we did was roughly 1,000 animals in here as well. Alright. Now as we float up and down, you probably notice some funny looking fish poking out along that side of us. On up close to the pillar you can see it's fishing. They're our pink snapper. They grow these big lumps on their forehead. They grow bigger as they get older. Our oldest are about 45 years old. So they can actually live until they're about 60. So for a fish, that is pretty old. A nice big school of Australian herring following us around here as well. They've got the black tips on their tail, a couple of adults, small ones and juveniles.
Oh,
Something's weird.
they disappeared. They disappeared from my camera.
Yeah. So that herring actually, they'll exhibit that schooling behaviour really nicely. So they'll all swim in a big group and like that. When something scares them, they'll scatter.
Come back fishing. Come back fishing.
Now we have recently changed the way the currents are flowing in this tank. So our big sharks are actually spending a bit more time up nice and close to the surface. Be patient, see if anyone wants to join us. They've been very cheeky today and have swum up and at the last minute they disappeared. They know exactly what they're doing.
Hi guys, I'm at the last bottom floor at Hillary's. $10. Nice, fun, check it out.
And you can see the shadows of a few of our animals. So we've got a couple of our rays and our sharks up nice and close to the surface. Right. We're going to go pretty quick, lining up for a stingray.
Wow. Hello.
So that is the largest species of stingray in the world, called a smooth ray. They weigh about 350 kilos each. It's a lot of stingray.
Look at our chin.
Maybe a little bit cheeky, steering clear of us. They've got this really long tail fin, helps them to maneuver themselves in and around caves, their favourite habitat. So even though they are about 3 metres long, they can squeeze themselves into some pretty tight spaces. If you look up at the sprinkler, our turtle's taking some rest off the surface. There she goes. She might come down underneath us for a second. She might be very lucky. Right, I'm going to chase her. Now our great earth sharks with their sharp, scary teeth hanging out their mouth, they're great for catching fish, and not great for doing much else. Please don't do that, Tony. They're not great for chewing, they're not great for taking chunks out of their prey to make it easier to eat. They have to swallow their food whole. The biggest piece of food our sharks eat is only this big. Anything bigger, they can't eat it. It has to put down their throat in one go, so we don't need to worry. Much bigger than a small piece of fish.
There's a person.
Here comes number 8.
Yeah, it's all the
Stingrays are always pretty active.
They're walking in the tunnel.
Uh-huh.
I think that will happen like any markings.
They do, yes, yeah. The stingrays are a lot harder to tell apart from the surface. Most of their markings are actually on the underside of their body. They've got lots of different dots and splotches. One of our girls, she's called Dottie. She's the easiest one to pick in the tunnel because the entire underside of her is just covered in spots.
No, we're going back, I think.
Hi, Harry.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it.
Now all of our large animals, so our sharks, our rays and our turtle, they all get hand-fed by our divers every day, come in on scuba. Now everyone thinks it's the sharks you need to watch out for at feeding time. It's actually not. They're very well managed. They'll swim up one at a time, take their piece of fish, swim off, next one will come along. It's actually the stingrays that you'll want to watch out for. They have no concept of manners. And to feed a stingray you need to be underneath it because that's where its mouth is. So most of the time you end up with 4 350-kilo stingrays all sat on your head trying to eat the same piece of squid. And it is very chaotic, and if I had to pick, I would choose sharks. Now what I find really cool is that our sharks have actually learned all of our divers individually. So we all let off a slightly different scent, which to us, we've got no idea, but because sharks have really powerful nostrils, they can tell. So over time, they've learned who's who. For whatever reason, they now have favourites, and the sharks only eat for their favourite diver. So they've gotten pretty picky and a little bit spoiled.
Are the sprinklers to simulate rain or?
Close but not quite. So they're basically just keeping water circulating and everyone's still water. And as well, when you're in the tunnel and you look up, it looks like the surface is rippling like we're in the ocean. Otherwise you see straight up into the roof.
Yeah.
Spoil the effect a little bit.